We want to do so many things. We want to do so many things. We want to have all the experiences, as many experiences as possible. We want to eat as much as we can, taste all the food in the world, all the different cuisines. And we want to do everything in the course of one day. The problem is we have trained ourselves to be stressed out. We've trained ourselves to just feel this pressure to perform, to experience, to have. And even during the course of the day, we don't even look at, we have got certain checks in place that allow the body to relax. One of them is the exhale breath, right? When you exhale, just automatically the body gets into a relaxation mode. And for that brief period of time, maybe it's 10 seconds or 20 seconds, the parasympathetic nervous gets kicked in. That's the system that rejuvenates your cell, that rejuvenates the body, that rejuvenates everything. But because we're always in high gear during the day, our breaths are very small and short, and we're not allowing the exhale to come into play. The only time very freely the exhales become very long is when you sleep at night. So a good amount, 6 to 8 hours of sleep, is extremely essential. In addition, I have also been reading on many podcasts and on many websites and on many blogs that a 15 to 30 minute power nap in the afternoon always picks you up. It's something that was done by ancestors in the heat of the day after the heavy midday meal. They would rest. So your midday meal has to be your most nutritious, your heaviest meal of the day. Why is that? Because Agni is at the highest. And Agni is the reigning deity of the Manipura chakra, which is the chakra at your belly center. The Manipura chakra aids digestion. And the digestion works best in the middle of the day. So eat your main meal in the daytime. Don't eat your main meal at night. This is the mistake everybody makes. We need to go to sleep light without having the burden of food in our belly. So if you have that midday meal and then at night you have a very light meal, the acid doesn't come up. The problem a lot of people face is acid reflux and inability to digest your food. So your stomach is completely empty by the time you go to sleep, right? We also need to have a clear switch off from your daily activity, which doesn't happen. As long as you have your phone next to you, the last thing you look at is your phone and those messages, and that wakes up your mind. A lot of things have happened in the last few years that has changed the way we prepare for sleep. Like we read our books on our laptop, and the laptop has got that blue light. So that kind of wakes you up. It tells the brain that it's not yet time to sleep. So you have to actually wind down before you actually go and sleep. You cannot be involved in watching a show that engages you completely or that takes you away from the moment. Reading a book that's with blue light, that's not an actual book. It's much better to just put on some music, something gentle, something soft, half an hour before you sleep. Or listen to, what I do very often is, that's when I listen to all the lovely podcasts, by the knowledge videos by all the gurus. Just 10 minutes of listening to something that perks you up, that tells you that, you know what, everything is just okay. It's all fine. And you go to sleep in that way, thinking that life is just fine as it is. Everything is good. Your sleep becomes very restful, very restful. Now, the way you train yourself to sleep well is to follow rhythms. We all have biological rhythms, and your circadian rhythm is extremely important. Every human being has a 24-hour circle. Not human being, every creature that lives on the earth. They've even found research that says that the little fireflies have got circadian rhythms. So everything has a 24-hour circadian rhythm. So if you want to have a good night's sleep, first thing in the morning when you wake up, go out in bright sunlight. Go for a little walk. It doesn't have to be a long walk. 5 to 10 minutes in bright sunlight tells your body that you're up. This is the time to get everything started. And then for an hour after you're up, don't eat or drink anything, at least for an hour. So 60 minutes after your body wakes up, all the cortisol that has been pumped into your system, all the hormones that have been sent in to activate your system, your sugar, it's called the dawn effect. At about 5 o'clock in the morning, cortisol gets pumped into your system. And as a result, if you take your blood sugar first thing in the morning, it's really high. And for a long time, this drove me crazy because I kept thinking, I'm fasting so much and my blood sugar is really high, until I found out that this is a natural, normal thing that happens to all of us. So if we just let everything settle for an hour before we have the first coffee of the day, and then we go about our work, you don't even have to eat till it's noon. And when it's noon, that's when you break your fast with a really lovely meal, a nourishing meal that has all your food groups, your proteins, your vegetables, all of it. Eat your main meal at lunchtime. If you avoid having sugary things at night, you'll have a better restful sleep. A better and a restful sleep. Your main meal should be in the day, and in the evening you have something light, usually before the sun sets. And then you're ready for the night. You're ready for the night. The problem is when they actually checked what people are doing, what Americans are doing, they found that we eat for about 15 hours in a day. 15 or 16 hours in a day, right? That's a long time to be eating. Our body doesn't get the time to rest, to recover. The night is for recovery. The night is when your exhales are long, your parasympathetic system is in place, your cells are rejuvenating, your food is getting digested. The food that you eat, even at 6 o'clock, is not digested until midnight. It takes 5 to 7 hours for that to happen. So you have to give yourself time. This is all part of the biological, the circadian rhythm. This is how you, by eating right, by waking up at the right time, and by sleeping at the right time, going to bed at the right time, we create a rhythm. So if you fight this and you say you go to bed at midnight, everything gets thrown out of balance. Everything gets thrown out of balance. You won't digest your food. There are many people who wake up in the middle of the night and they're unable to go back to sleep. That's when they go and open the refrigerator. That's when they take out their chocolate cake. I can see you saying yes. That's the biggest mistake. That's the biggest mistake. The days you cannot sleep, and it happens to all of us, just rest. Just rest. Just lie down with your eyes closed. It doesn't matter. We don't have to sleep. When the body needs to sleep, it will take it. Yes, we can help. We can train our bodies to do the right thing. But if you cannot sleep, then don't worry. Just rest. Tomorrow night, the sleep will come. The sleep will come. One thing I learned over, I had a 2 year period of insomnia where I was just not able to get more than 3 to 4 hours of sleep a night, is that your gut microbiome is so crucial. When your gut goes to sleep is when you go to sleep. So by adding a couple of enzymes to my diet, and my cardiologist had recommended 2, which might be good for me. I'm not sure. I'm not recommending it to anybody else. But I was given tryptophan and another one called inulin. I just changed that in my diet. And I found that 1 hour after I took the tablet, I was fast asleep. I don't know if it's psychosomatic or it actually works on my bio, but this worked well for me. Some people also say that lack of sleep and insomnia is caused by lack of magnesium in the body. We don't get enough magnesium in our diets. And if that is a cause for concern, just adding one magnesium supplement, a magnesium glycinate or something like that, can also help you sleep faster. Your muscles relax and it just promotes a deeper sleep. These are not tablets that really affect you, or that these are enzymes that are literally added to your diet. They're vitamins that you add to your diet. But please do check with your doctor before you start taking anything like that. In the meantime, try to balance your circadian rhythm. This is very important. Waking up in the morning, looking at the sunlight, not having something to eat for an hour or 2 hours after you wake up. Eating your night meal at least 3 to 4 hours before you put your head down. These are things you can do very easily. And then approaching your bedtime with something soothing, something light, reading a book, listening to something that inspires you, reading something that inspires you, massaging your hands and feet with Hamsa Botanical lavender cream. That works like magic. It works really, really well. Putting nice cream on your face, the rose anti-aging cream on your face, just making you feel like $1 million before you sleep. You see, you just need to do small things to make you feel good, to make you feel that everything is okay. And once you know that everything is okay, then sleep will come on its own. Sleep will come on its own. See, the problem, if you notice, the nights that you can't sleep is the time you're saying, tonight I'm not going to sleep. Even if once that thought enters your mind, you're finished. Something keeps you awake. Your mind is an amazing thing. If you tell your mind, I'm tired, I'm going to sleep, you will automatically yawn. You'll go to sleep. And if you tell yourself that I have to wake up at 6:30 in the morning and you put your alarm at 6:30, at 6:25 your eyes will open. Try it. Try it. The mind is pretty amazing. If we are not sleeping, it's because we are telling our minds, you're not ready to rest as yet. Give your body permission to relax. Sleep during the night. Exhale and practice your Rechaka Pranayama 3 to 5 times in the day. Long exhales during the day. Automatically your body gets into a relaxation mode. And when it's time to sleep, you just enter into it seamlessly.